What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds, where today we're going to try to knock out one 2010 Mitsubishi Lancer ES. You guys may remember this car. It's only been sitting here waiting for my attention for a week. Unfortunately, this poor car, I won both of these cars on the same day. And, yeah, unfortunately, this one, the one that's... Well, actually, I don't want to say that. That car is probably worth some money, too. I've been looking around, and rust buckets are going for $3,500 all day long. Non-running, completely trashed. So the fact that this is an original piece that runs and drives, it's got to be worth at least $4,000, maybe $5,000. I don't know. You guys comment below. But this one is one that I could sell right now. It's pretty much ready to go. All she needs is a good detail, push that door out a little bit, and put an ABS sensor in this wheel. That's it. Once you do those things, this should be, oh, I don't know, guys, $3,000, $3,500. Yeah, we need to get on that. But before we do, gotta show the cover that I found in the trunk to the MGB. This is really cool. The top is not ripped or falling apart or anything, but the top isn't really in great condition. And this cover is so easy to install. You can pretty much leave this car out in the weather and not have to worry too much about it. This was in great shape. I don't know how much it's worth. I don't know how much these things cost, but it literally just buttons on. And it was so simple to use. Like, this is something you should take everywhere. In fact, you probably don't even need a top to this car. Well, unless you got caught in a storm or something, then yeah, okay, I can see the point of the convertible top, but I think that top is really cool. Anyway, we're not here to talk about this car today. There'll be plenty more content on that. Today, we got to work on this one. So I'm going to old school this. I'm going to get my bucket and some suds, and I'm going to get a sponge, and we're going to wash this thing, clean the tires, then we're going to pull it into the shop and start working on getting the interior looking a little better and fixing that door. Let's get to it. So now that we got the body semi-cleaned up and pretty much ready for a quick, I don't know if we'll do a polish or just hit it with some cutting compound. I don't really feel like doing cutting compound and polish, but truthfully, this thing's got so many, it's got so many swirls in it, guys. This is not a car I'm going to make a lot of money off of, so I'm really, I really don't want to sit here and go over this whole thing with cutting compound and polish, but we'll see what happens as the night progresses. I have to get this done and get this to Weird Beer tomorrow because tomorrow I want this video live. Tomorrow is Friday. It needs to be down so Weird Beer can get ahead and flip it. If I give it to him on like Saturday or Sunday, well, he ain't going to be able to probably sell it till the next week, and I want him to be able to make any money. Really? Anyway, I want Weird Beard to get his money back as soon as possible, make him a few bucks on the deal. So I'm going to show you what it looks like before we get started, in case you forgot. All right, it's pretty nasty. Truthfully, it's pretty gross, guys. The seats are absolutely disgusting. Look at these pillars. Really nasty. All the way down. Take a look at the doors. Just dirt. Grime. Everywhere. It's a nasty, nasty car, guys. It really is. Look at the center console here. All right. Now I'm going to show you something. I'm not going to go through this whole process with you. We're going to hit this with some cutting compound for sure. I think I'm probably not going to hit the car with cutting compound. I think I'm just going to hit it with polish and just trying to make it look a little better. Honestly, guys, I'm on a limited amount of time. We still got to replace the ABS sensor too. So I'm not trying to spend all night on this, but we will get it cleaned up to the point where I think it'll look good enough to sell and make Mike a few dollars. Hopefully Mike can buy it for me and maybe even I make a few dollars. But I want to show you something. I've already done all this. All right. This is done. Look how clean all of this is. I got in all the little grooves. If you heard that crack, that was my knees. Yeah, my knees are bad. I got all in here, guys. All in here. And I know it's dark, so bear with me. But I got this door too. Look at this door. And I cleaned all of this in the course of about 45 seconds to maybe a minute. Now coming over here, I cleaned part of the steering wheel, this side, and this side is still very dirty. You can see it's clean here, and it's dirty over here. Same thing with this. I cleaned this. Look, you can see where I stopped, right? It's kind of clean here, and it's filthy back over here. You can see up here where it's clean, dirty, dirty, clean. Now I'm going to show you my trick. This thing is epic, man. I've had it for over a year and I've never used it. I even did this door too. I know it's really dark, so you're not going to be able to really see that. But I did that door, and I got down here in these jams too. Look, let me get first I need to get a microfiber cloth. I've been using these raggedy rags, and they leave like residue. Not residue, but they leave like fibers all over the place. And they make it look bad. It's going to get a little loud, so let me see. You know what? We need to do this on the other side. Let me take you to the other side because I think the light's a little bit better over there. This is called a tornado. And guys, I will go ahead and put a link in the description for you. Like I said, whoa, didn't mean to do that. I've had this bad boy for over a year, and I left it sitting on my shelf. Brian from the Auto Spa was like, dude, he said, you're wasting your time cleaning cars by hand and with a scrub brush when all you got to do is hit it with this. All right, for instance, let's take this area right here. You can see the grime in there, right? It's real bad. Take this. Look at that. Look at how grimy and nasty this is right here, right? Look at this. Look at these, you know, you normally got to get a brush in there to clean all those. Look at this. All right, excuse the noise, gets a little loud in. You just take your little rag, man. The work is already done. The tornado, it already got in all the cracks and crevices, nooks and crannies. All you got to do now is just take your rag and literally just kind of dry it off, man. Scrub it, hit it real good. Some of this is going to be wet for a little while. It's going to take some time to dry. So just allow it time to do its thing, man. That's it. That is it. Okay, so I guess it took a little more than 45 seconds, right? But what do you think? Maybe 2 minutes? At most, 2 minutes? And that's the door. You know what I mean? Look at that. Now, when she's done drying, she'll look a little bit better. And, of course, we got to get all the trim and all this stuff, too. But, I mean, it knocks it out, man. It knocks it out. You can do it right here. Get in the vents. In fact, you could close those vents like that. And again. It just obliterates dirt. Like there's soda pop stuck on here and it's gone. Just like that, man. It's gone. This, I'm telling you, guys, the days of me squirt, wipe, no, that's over with. Guys, I'm gonna knock this out. It's good on the seats too. We're gonna finish all of this, come back and see what she looks like. It's been a long couple of hours. Truthfully, I don't have the right equipment. That's what she said. I don't have the right equipment to do interior detailing like this. I got a shop vac, I got a scrub brush, which by the way turned really nasty. Yes, I did end up getting in here using a scrub brush on the carpets. The carpets were, Lord have mercy. Guys, the carpets, the seats, I ended up just using a scrub brush on those. They're still wet. I used the Tornado on pretty much everything. The door jambs, the doors, the dashboard, the center console, the center stack, like everything. But on the seats and stuff, nah. On the seats and on the carpets, I ended up having to go with the old school spray bottle, scrub brush, and a shop vac. There she is, guys. It's looking a hell of a lot better. I mean, a hell of a lot better than what it looked like. Unfortunately, I just don't have the tools to make it perfection. I could have sent it to the AutoSpot LLC, but I did this for you guys. The AutoSpot could have knocked this out. Man, I'm guessing maybe they could even polish it and everything. Probably in 6 to 8 hours, they'd have had this done, you know. And again, the car is never going to look perfect, guys, so I'm not really all that upset about the fact that I wasn't able to bring the interior back to what I really would have liked to. The car, it's not that car. This is never going to be a perfect car. What it is, as I said before, it's a car that's going to look decent. It runs great. I've put 200 miles on it so far, and I still got to take it to Weird Beard. So, like, this car is fine. You could drive it 100% the way it is. We got to get to this speed sensor down here. That's one of the last things we got on the agenda is the wheel speed sensor. And what else we got? This door. Yeah, you can tell I'm putting the door off till last because I don't want to do it. Let's just go ahead and knock this out, guys, because it's getting late. I got a lot to do tomorrow. So it's the last two things we got to do. Let's just go ahead and knock it out. All right, I took the liberty of already removing the lug nuts, so taking the tire off is relatively easy. Let's see what we got down here. Where is our wheel speed sensor? And wouldn't it be really cool if the speed sensor was just dirty? And all we had to do was pull it out and clean it. Now it says it's the rear left. Huh. Okay. I am not even seeing any wires leading down here. Which, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little concerning. Where's my speed sensor at, man? Well, you know what that means. It's going to force us to lay on our backs. Oops. Guys, this is bizarre. Where? Okay. Let's take a look back here. I don't see it. That's evaporative emissions. I mean, typically back here, it's in the hub, and there's jitter. Oh, it's gone. Oh boy. The speed sensor is missing. Yeah, so that's where it should be. Yes, we're using jack stands and a jack. Okay, so looks like we're going fishing because it's supposed to come through here, and from there, I don't know. I have no clue where it is, so let me figure out where. That could be why the ABS doesn't work, guys. Let me find out where the hell it went. Well, we found out what happened. So the ABS sensor is really easy to replace on this. Do you see that little hole right down there with light shining through? There's a connector right... Where did it go? Right there. There's the connector right there. You can't see it really. Yeah, you can. Right there where my thumb is the connector for the ABS. It plugs into that hole. It simply routes down and plugs right in, guys, with a 10 mil. This is super simple. Super simple. Let me get the sensor. Let's plug it in, clear the codes. We got one less thing to worry about. Now, full disclosure, I bought this off of Amazon, okay? And it was dirt cheap. This is AIP Electronics. It was really cheap, like under $20. I believe it was like $14.99 or something like that. And for an ABS wheel sensor, that's a good deal. So here we go. Here's the product. All right, it even comes with all the bracketry because this has to be routed a very specific way. It's got the little body clip. It's got two mounts, another clip, and then it's got the plug for the trunk to keep moisture out. And then you've got the connector itself. This is super, super simple, guys. It's just a matter of getting in here, routing it the proper way, which you can kind of see, I think, where it used to go. If you take a look right here, you can see some places. God dang it. This light, man. This light is making my life difficult. Right there, and it will route up somewhere. So right there. So it actually routes right there where my finger is. So I think it just comes up, under, and through. All right, you should be able to see the new part pretty easily. It's this new black piece that I've got body clipped in all the way down. Runs down. Followed its original path. You can see I've got a body clip right there too. It comes through its hole and it is plugged right into the back of the hub assembly. Very simple. Required a, what is it, like a 12 millimeter and a 10? Like, it's super, super simple. So now don't think for a minute that the codes have magically just cleared themselves. Not gonna happen. And we're still gonna have the TPMS sensor issue. Oh, what's going on with that? I got that battery on recondition, man. Surely. Oh, it's on a trickle charge. We'll turn that off. We'll do an engine start. I'm gonna keep that battery charger reconditioning all night. Huh. Is my battery charger not working? Do I not have it connected well? It doesn't even seem like it's doing anything, huh? Let's try that. Uh-oh. Okay. You guys remember my JNC 1224? I'll leave a link to that in the description too, man, along with that tornado. Another invaluable tool to have around the shop when you deal with cars a lot. All right, let's try this again. Let's see if the ABS light goes out. It did, all on its own. But we still have the service engine soon light. I think we can fix that once I clear the codes. It should go away. Look at that. Low tire pressure. Yeah, somebody replaced a valve stem or two and they did not put TPMS sensors back in. So it probably needs all of them. Truthfully, in my opinion, TPMS sensors are not a safety issue. You should be able to tell if your tire's flat, whereas ABS is definitely a safety issue. Let me hook up my Autel MaxiSys Elite and let's see if we can clear these codes out. All right, guys, let's run through service first. Let's reset the oil. I'm pretty sure it says it needs an oil change, but the oil is very, very clean on this. We can do it through VIN from auto detecting. Give it a second. It'll find the right one. Looks like it already did. Bingo. That's right. This thing is awesome. I don't know what SNSHL or STSHL means. I have no idea. So Lancer 2010 2.0 D4 MyVec, yes. So we'll just go with the first one. We'll go with hot functions. And as soon as those come up, we should have auto oil reset. All right, so we cleared all the codes, passed no fault, everything looks good, except right here. This key fob and all that stuff, immobilizer. These are all for the TPMS system right here. 3 faults for TPMS, which tells me I've got 3 out of 5 tires, because yes, even the spare, there's supposed to be a spare. There is a spare. There's a spare back there, but the spare TPMS sensor apparently isn't working either. We got 3 tires that are not working, and it's about $50 a piece. It's $150 to fix those. So you guys comment below, do you think we should replace all of them, all 5, and just get it done? I don't think so, man, because if you're going to do that, then it's almost like we should probably replace the tires too, plus balancing insulation. You'll never make a profit on that. Anyway, we're just going to leave it, man. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. It's not a big deal. So let's look in here, fire this thing up, and let's take the key out. Okay. And let's see what all comes on. We shouldn't have anything now. Just the TPMS. There we go. Yeah, come on there. Low tire pressure. That's it. That's it. We did it, guys. We did it. Now that is annoying. I think you can just push this button, yeah, and get out of it. There you go. There you go. All right. I am going to consider possibly having the TPMS sensors checked and possibly replaced, depending on what the price will be for everything. We're not done yet, though. I got to put this wheel back on, and we've got more to do. I forgot that we were supposed to do a quick polish on this, so I guess we'll do that next, and I'll save popping out that dent for last. So I'm doing a little bit of cutting and polishing, trying to figure out if cutting is even going to be necessary on this car. Guys, you probably can't see, but there are so many scratches and rock chips. There's no amount of cutting that's going to fix this. Now, with that said, I did cut and polish this side. And I think you can clearly see where I stopped. So this is the side that I cut and polished. And this is the side that I did not. I think it's pretty clear the difference in the depth, the quality of the shine. Is it worth it? Yes. When you get up close, are there still a ton of deep scratches? Yes. Now, if I wanted to pay somebody to go through here and spend countless hours trying to correct this car, sure, it could probably be done. But with the amount of rock chips all over the hood and deep scratches like this, no, guys. Here's my goal. I want to make the car look good. I want whoever buys it from Weirdbeard to be able to get in it and feel good about it, for it to look decent. This right here looks dull and faded and old. This right here is a car I wouldn't mind jumping into. Does it take a little bit of extra time, a little extra labor? Of course it does. But you know what? I think it's worth it. You guys comment below and tell me, this or this? Is this going to make the car worth any more money? I don't know. Maybe. Honestly, probably not. But We want to make it look as good as we can. I did go ahead and cut this area down here that had paint transfer on it, and as you can see, we got the paint transfer off. That's about all you can ask for on this, guys. We got the paint transfer off of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to bother cutting anymore. It's just too time consuming. It's already 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to just hit it with polish and see if we can make it look as good as we can make it look in a reasonable amount of time. Let's continue, see what she looks like when we're done. Last on the agenda is trying to get this door panel off, which consists of a Phillips screw right down here and a Phillips screw right inside there. After that, should be just a matter of getting this up in here. Ooh, don't break. Come on. Ugh, boy, these are, oh, you know what? Sometimes they can hide some screws on you. And there is another one right there. Let's make sure we get that out. I definitely don't want to break anything in the process of trying to fix it. Let's get that out. Double check. I don't see any more. Sometimes you can just give these things a good tug and they'll pop. But boy, this one's kind of being a pain. Maybe it lifts up. Some of them you gotta. Nope, it doesn't lift up either. All right, maybe I gotta get a bigger screwdriver. So as it turns out, I didn't really need a bigger screwdriver. I just had to pry a little harder. There were a couple tabs that got stuck. We'll end up pulling those out and sticking them back in, and she'll be fine. Lots of little tabs, and in here is where the damage is. So unfortunately, we don't have a lot of room to work with, but I think luckily the majority of the damage is right here inside this hole. I believe we can get to it right here. Like I said, I don't know how well we're going to be able to straighten this out. It is pretty bad, but we're going to do our best to make it look better. So what I'm trying to do right now is just heat up the area. I've got my gun set on 650. Again, I don't anticipate pulling these out. There's no way to do this with just a heat gun and some pressure. We've got a crease right up there too. We got another one down here. My goal is just to try to push out as much of this dent as possible to try to make it look good. Unfortunately, there's so little room for any profit on this car. Otherwise, I would go ahead and put a $200 or $300 door on it. Like I said, we're not really going to make anything, and that doesn't even consider the hours of work gone into this. We'll be lucky to see any profit on this car at all, I think. But you know what? When it sells, we'll see what Weirdbeard offers. I'm trying to make it look as good as I can, so he'll give me a decent number for it. We can come back and we can see if we made anything. But honestly, guys, the life of a wholesale dealer when you're trying to sell cars that are, good, you try to make them right for customers. And unfortunately, there's just, it's hard to make a living that way, guys. I'm glad I don't depend on this alone to make my living, because it would be impossible with the things that we do to try to make sure these cars end up being good cars for the end user. I'm going to keep heating on this. We may be about ready. It's probably getting pretty dang hot right now. My main thing is this crease right here, this body line. I'd love to see this come out some, man. I don't expect that it's going to come out a lot, but I would love to see that come out some. So I'm going to sit that down. Let's feel it. She is definitely warm. I'm going to put a rag over my hand, open this up, and I want to come in here to the damage, and I'm just going to... Oh, man. Yeah, dang. I'll have to try something a little harder, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to come back in the morning and finish this video because it is getting exceptionally late. But for now, there you go, man. I'm still doing a little bit of detailing. That big scratch right there, that big scuff is still there. Like I said, we're just going through and polishing it. This side is fully polished. I still have to buff it, though. It's a little cold in here, chilly. I keep it around 68 degrees, so it takes a little bit for this stuff to dry. But I'm going to continue on, finish this up. Here's that dent. This is what it turned into. You guys can tell me if you think it's better or worse, man. This was all caved in, and I managed to get a lot of it out. I got a whole lot of it out. Unfortunately, it is a little wavy, but I personally think it looks better like this than it did a little while ago. Comment below and tell me if you think it looks better now or if it looked better if we had just left it alone the way it was. I don't know. I just wanted it to look a little better, guys. So I'm going to call it a night. We'll see you guys in the morning. Well, guys, here we are. The next day, or in my case, it's still the same day, but this is how she came out, guys. So you tell me what you think. I've done about everything I can do to this car to make it a good car for somebody. And I think it's hell of an accomplishment, man. I do. I still think that dent looks better popped out than it does pushed in. And I still believe that even though the car may not be perfect and it may not be absolutely beautiful and gorgeous, I still believe it's going to make somebody a good, cheap daily driver that'll probably last them a long time, regardless of the fact that it has a CVT transmission. I know there's a lot of people that are going to have something to say about that. So there it is. Hopefully you can see pretty clearly what the paint looks like. I think it came out nice, guys. It did. As nice as you can expect. And what a chore this one was, man, just to get it cleaned up. But there she is. She smells good. She looks good. And you know what that means? It is time to get this thing down to Weird Beard Auto Sales and get her up for sale. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to get out of here. It has been a lot. I'm kind of losing my voice. I'm not sick, but it's just, my goodness, man. I've been talking a lot lately, and I'm tired. I am totally exhausted. I need to get out of here. I got a whole, it's Friday. I still got to edit this video. It's Friday at like 11 o'clock, and I'm still recording a video. I've got to edit the video, and I have a whole day ahead of me. So hopefully I can go to bed tonight. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know that you liked the video. Drop your comments down below. Tell me what you think of the car. Tell me what you think it would sell for. I'm going to head on over to Weird Beard right now and drop it off with him. He can give me some money, and then cross your fingers, he can make himself a little profit on this car as well. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Auto Auction Rebuilds. That's plural with an S, Rebuilds. And subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed, guys. Share the video. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you all very soon in the next one.